Good morning, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. I'm Cashum, and let's jump into all of what we did throughout the weekend while we did some live streaming. Okay, so with the live streaming and all the cattywampus stuff, we did a lot of things here. Some of it we cried about, some of it we cried about it and did it anyway. Okay, so we got that highlighted for some reason, but we have this going, and we have that set up so we can just sit here and whack away at them. I've got things everywhere. I have done things everywhere. And I don't have a clue where I put the dagger. I need to just start sticking it in the same spot every time. But it's probably going to be in here. But as you can see, we've been in and out, around, up and down, every different corner of every different walk of life you can imagine. Get these fellers sacrificed up real quick. 82 buckets, perfectly full, and it only took a second, and I had my ring on, and everything, instead of going into the trash, is just going right in the system. Because we can afford to store it now. Okay, and it's already full of monsters again, as you can see. They're already entity cramming. I mean, it's pretty fast. Boom. Boom. Okay, and then here, we got to add more to this, which we again would switch swords. But in here, I think we're going to set this to here. And then let's take the other sword as well, so we've got some smarts going about us here. This one right here. No, we don't need that one anymore. Let's just put that one in there. Let's do what the blood magic can do. Holy moly. Okay, but inside the stuff here, it doesn't matter. I will find that later. Okay, doing this ritual here, to get in here, it's all in the books. I mean, it's all pretty simple and straightforward. This one's just a smaller one of a different style, though. But in there, when you get in there and you have to get, that's a completely different thing. Let me get to where we actually were. Okay, we were needing to go in and get these right here. Those you have to find a miner's key to open up the mine, and then you got to find keys in there, and that's where I found these. So if you haven't found that part in there, don't give up. It is you are in the right place, as long as it looks like this when it's done being built. I do not remember the name of it, and yes, it did blow a hole in my floor. But we got all this done. We got all this going for it. We did all that throughout the stream. We finished out this throughout on the stream. And everything, I think, looks fantastico. We got to get better stuff in here if we're ever going to use this. But I don't have any intention on using that, because all we needed this for was this. And I have everything now other than the centerpiece here. Now, one of my viewers helped us out quite immensely. He logged in. I don't think he's on now. No, he's not on right now. But he came in and set all this up for us. I've never done ours before. Arcane, I mean, or Ars Nova. Novio. Well, however, I'm just going to call that ours. But arcane stuff here. I went up and set up a couple other things on here after he took off. Just messing around with it, learning it. I did figure out to put in the stasis chamber on here, though. You just set that down, put the monster on it, the mob on it, and then it'll go in the jars. We also learned together as a team, don't leave extra jars here, because if, I don't know, you have anything extra, like a llama will spawn, I take him out with the net and set him down, and then take him out with a net. See, and I can't do that. and then I kill him. And then I try to take him out. Oh, nothing. And then we break the jar, set it back down, and then we take him out. And then we kill him slowly over time, very painfully. Yeah, it just dupes itself over and over. Perfect way to slowly get leather, I guess. But anyway, the few things that we did need, we already have taken down from over there, because I just don't want to leave them there, because I want to create a wall of them, which are these right here. Boom, 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 and then we need to keep going. There's at least one or two more in here that I'd like to find and get, but I need to put the stasis chamber down so we can get this done, because this requires the wither builder, which requires this, which requires this, which requires having these, and then that we have that in the end already. So all we got to do is pick it up, bring it back here, put the wither on top of that machine that I just showed you, and he'll be stuck there. You got to wait till he's fully developed and he's human. Which reminds me, I think we got a wither over there. Do we have the wither over here? If we do, we need to stick him on the wall, because he doesn't give us hearts this way. He doesn't give us nether stars this way. He gives us hearts. I thought I took him down. We did. Okay. I don't know where we put him. Maybe Stuck UK has him in there. I don't know. Huh? He's not there anymore. What the hell is that though? Oh, that's the trading llama. Another trading llama. Yeah, don't let the trading llamas get near there. The one llama though, I was able to take out. I just did that. Set him down. Really killed him. And then tried to pick him up again, and it deleted him. But this color one doesn't seem to do that very well. You can just keep duping them, and I don't want to dupe them. I want to just not have them. So let's get rid of that. These two right here just stay in there forever, and that's all we have to do with those. Yeah, but he set all this up to where it has everything. I just tossed some things down so they grow. Was all I did. That was my 2 cents on that. I think I put that jar down, or that one. I put an extra jar down for no reason, just bored. I haven't checked anything out. Everything's linked. It's linked to sending it, and it's linked to receiving. I just tossed that down, and this automatically filled it up because it was within range, I believe. And then this he said all has to be within 10 blocks of it. So you just make the ritual. Tablet of containment running. Then it's got to have a source jar next to it, and then you just stick one of those jars down like I showed you, and it'll put the monster in there automatically, even if it's a big ass one. And then those little fellers right here, you make one of these little cute guys here, and you can do that. Just a couple of ingredients on here, stick the center ingredient in there, and you are good to go. At ours, he's one of these ones up here, but he'll look like one of those things. Basically, you just click on that and it'll show you the ingredients. Is how I did it. It'll show you the ingredients and then give you your glyph, stuff like that, starbuncle, things like that. He, I think, is right there, and then you put that center ingredient, surround it with all the other ones, and the center ingredient goes inside of that, and then make sure everything's linked up and sitting here. I don't know if it has to have that there, and then it'll all go together, and you'll just make another one. I made another one just to make sure I kind of understood it, and ta-da! But we get hearts, and lots of hearts from him. From the Piglich, We got 478 hearts. And all of those spawners that we have upstairs, above where we were doing the stuff, we have 4 of these spawners. This one has redstone and it requires a redstone signal to work. So we've got that disabled for right now. Too many farms going. And then we also set up this magnificent beast here, and we did this with 2 different people's help. We also did all this on live stream. The wither, he just spawns in a 1 block by 3 block space. These right here will automatically set up. And then these ones right here will automatically set the skulls on top. And this right here will send the skulls. And then this right here, redstone mode pulsed. And then this right here is about 280 delay. And by the time he slips and slides down there, blows up and dies, it'll shit out another one just before that one dies usually. We didn't hardly let this run at all because I was trying to get... We just needed the cruxes. The cruxes, however you say that. We just needed these little fellers right here. And so we got a few of those. And we could do 2 more, and I could set up a couple of these. We can show you. These have to be running. If these aren't running, and then I leave 1 light block out here so they can see that it's lit up down here, but not up there. But these have to be running. If they're not running, we figured out that, and then this is just wireless to turn all 3 of them off. They all are synced to the same way. But if those are not running, then he flies back. He tries to fly up, and then it messes it all up. So after so many ticks of a delay, boop, that'll send him over there. And these are just the sender, and I linked each sender to its own unique little spot there. See, now he's not even falling down. I don't know why he's not. So he's stuck right there, and then it'll send another one, and then he'll get stuck. And that's okay. Not that big of a deal. We can figure out why he got stuck, but he should not have gotten stuck. But I can just open up the hole here where his tail is. I can even do it up here if I want. And we can just knock them dead. And they'll beat up the sand. Would you quit that? There we go. Now I don't know why those ones didn't fall. Or why he didn't fall. There we go. Because he should have fallen. Clearly should have fallen. And we'll check it and make sure it's still going. See, now he tried to come right back up here. And I don't know why they're trying to come up here, because they shouldn't be. Unless there's something going on over here. Oh, hey, there he is. I found him. Huh. See, and then I'll figure it out. I'll get it all set up and figure out why they're not trying to come down here. Because they should be trying to come down here, because that's where the light source is. Or better, or you can do further away. Or maybe just the order matters on them. So like the bottom one goes there last. And then down he goes. And then... Seems to be working now. But it's not. Now it's screwed up because I didn't have enough of those in there. So it's going to be all messed up. But that's fine. We've got her down. We've got her good. I think it's we've got her working now. It's just a little finite. A change here or a change there. And watching that, I think this one, I think it places them in that order. And I think that's all you have to do is you have to make sure you have the bottom one has to be the last one that receives one. And then it's good to go. And we'll just leave it like that for now. I think it's good. It's really finicky, but it does work very well. And it is very efficient. We just need enough of those to do the last 3 Kruiks on there. Come on, man. Crux on there. And we've got enough to do that. I don't know how many of those we ended up with. 5. But you get them way faster than you do them with manual. Even in having looting 7. It's still faster. But we just needed these right here for this spot, and this spot. And now it's done. That's where I've been trying to get it going. And then these 3 spots here, we'll just make some seeds, toss those in there. Let me go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, the last seed. Okay, and we got the last seed here. Trying to hit W. And then we just put these 3 here. 1, 2, 3. And they're all good. Okay, and then we're only needing that many extras. We don't, maybe not even need them anymore. Let's see how many stars we have. 22,000 stars. Let's plant this feller up here. We need to get another trap door down. But we'll plant him there. Kind of like a trophy. Let's put this away, this away. I don't need 2 of those in here. Let's put this in here. Put that in there. That compass is amazingly helpful. These right here are amazingly helpful. Some mobs you have to put in the yoinker. So if it doesn't work in here, it'll work in the yoinker. Those don't stack unless they're in that. Let me put that away. And then put these away here. That way we can do this. And just get a few of these built up here real quick. We're going to need a lot of them. Okay, and then those are already gone now. Okay. Well, there we go. Those away. And that's that. $16 of them. Okay, we need 15 of those. We did the Patrick Star. We did that on the stream. I did it on yesterday's stream. If you wanted to go watch that, it was right at the very beginning. And we set all this up. And we kind of went through it all. We had to set all this up because for some reason the motor didn't work. Oh, I didn't even need to put fuel in it. That's it. I just had to set this up, put water in it. Attach all of the steam engine arms, and then you have to put these on the steam engine arms, the shaft on the steam engine arm to create that. Make sure they're all facing the same way. And it's only got a tiny bit of, well, I don't have my goggles on. Where's my goggles at? Give me my goggles. 288 SU is all we're getting off of that, and it's turning this. I put the motor on there. Well, I took it off of here, but I put the motor on there, and I was even making some blaze cakes and all of that. I mean, I was getting ready to make some. I didn't actually make them, but we were going to go through and do all that because it was overstressed. I put this together, no fuel in it now. I had a couple of buckets of lava in there, and it worked, and now I have 0 fuel in there, and it's still turning. Try to make sense of that with me. That makes 0 sense, but it's working. I didn't need this in here either because didn't even exit out onto that. It just pooped it out on the floor anyway. But yeah, you just have to make sure that all of these are pointed. If you look at it right there, let me grab my wrench, click on it, and now it's facing it. It'll send it that way, it'll send it up, it'll send it that way, and it'll send it down. So they all need to slowly work their way down and up and over and then down over here to this point right here. They all need to feed to that singular point. And then if they're in the wrong order, and to make this, it's all of these. You have to put all these, you can't just stick them anywhere you want on there. They have to look just like this, and it has to come together looking like a star, like a Patrick star, at the end of that long journey. If it doesn't, and it'll fail, and it's funny when it does, but you go check that out on that live on there. Like I say, it was right there on the early part of that as we went through and figured it out and got it all set up. I've done that before, so I kind of already knew what I was doing on that. But if you're interested, it's there. And any likes on the videos will help, especially when they're my lives. I haven't started streaming on Twitch yet, but I may do that one day. I got to figure that out first. But I need some spruce trap doors first. There we go. And then you just stick that on the top of the bottom one there, and then it'll look like a shelf. But then we got a place for one more bottle that needs to go there. I will move him off slightly because there's one more monster I want to go get. I don't think it's this feller here, because there is, and that's the Atkata stuff. But those little fellers over there that I was showing you in the beginning, they'll give you all of this stuff, because you're going to need that stuff. It'll give you all these little random weird weapons, things like that, discs, not that I made myself, but that'll give you all of that stuff, and especially these right here, because you're going to need these if you want to make this here. You have to have that, and then you have to have this anvil, and to make those, I just showed you, you put those in there, and then you're golden, and then you go yoink to your spot where you're going to want it. We do have this going. I turned these off, but it holds its pressure. This one goes in, and then yeah, I had to make sure I set that one down while standing in here, and I had to set this one down while standing outside, because it has to be an exit. And then I just shift clicked it directly onto the barrel, and then I used the pneumatic air gun to turn this, and now it'll suck them out and put them right in there. If you have an odd number in there, it'll leave them in there, and then you have to break the glass and use your magnet to get them out, or climb in there, however you're going to do that. There's probably a way to set something up to where I can just reach in and pull them out. I don't know that, but all I need this to do is hit enough, and no more coal in these. All I have to do is throw coal in there, and it'll keep climbing up till it hits that 5 point. Once it hits the 5 point, I'm good. That's all I need this for. I don't need it for that. I need it for this. So we got to get all these ingredients next. This is my next big project. I already have one of these. I actually had one of these, but I don't think that one will work because, I was using it. Nope, still got a couple of those, so we're good. I'll just make sure not to use those ones. We were having fun shooting each other with those ones because it doesn't really hurt. Click that. So I got to go through and get these last few things here. We have this. You can go like that and it'll show you what you have. So we have 4 of those items already. So we need, I don't know, I keep doing that, it's up here. So we have 4 of them, so we need to make this, put that in there, and then I still have to make this, but I have to make that. You're getting the picture. And then I need weather containers. I don't know if that'll work or not. I haven't tried that. Oh, no. Hold on. I was skipping steps, trying to get ahead of myself. Yeah, see, we got to make all of this stuff. So we need to make that, not this. And I have no clue how to make any of this. So we got to figure out how to do all that. this is no clue. I've never done any of this yet. So yeah, that doesn't make sense because we need this, and I can't make that because I don't have that. I don't know if that's something I have to find or not. Because we can do that with any of those pearls, but I need that, and apparently that doesn't work with that. Can't just do it with something fun like lightning in a bottle. No. That'd be awesome. I don't even know what the hell that was called. I didn't pay any attention. What did we make here? Weather? Weather container. Well, I got a lot of them, but for no reason. Say I can't turn that into the next one. So I don't know why I can't use this. That'd be cooler if I could. Probably because it's from Evilcraft, and I don't need it from Evilcraft. Do I? No, I need it from Evilcraft. Yeah, why can't I make that? You can't just click and make this. You're probably going to have to go through like a brewing process or something like that. Weather container. Rain begins to fall. Thunderstruck. So we need it to be on Thunderstruck. Probably have to send it through that mixing process or something like that. But I'll figure that out later. None of that's really a big matter right now thing. Probably can stick it through here, stick that in here, put the blood in there, and get them possibly here. Thunderstruck, weather container, and blood. I haven't even made one of these yet. I have no clue how to make these. I mean, not like it's going to be hard. Oh no, it's going to be complicated as hell, isn't it? Hardened blood shards. Yeah, we got to figure out how to make all that stuff and get all that stuff. But we'll go through all that, and I'll figure it out. I'll make sure of how it's done in here. But we can hit the pressure that we need. Just going to throw those things in there. That's all I'm going to really use this for. But our ultimate goal is to get to this right here. We've only got a few more things left to do. We don't have all that many. I do kind of have all that many because of these right here. I've only got 2 of those right now, so we're going to have to go through and cook up a bunch of them. But we have all the stuff to do that. Just going to cook up a bunch of those and back to Green Flag Racing. We'll be able to finally just shut this down up here. 1,156 levels. And they're going 100 miles an hour in here. It's spawning them fairly well. I can make this faster still. So it's time to shut her down, get rid of her, and just be done with her. And then all of this could just be going in the system, because if you remember right, and this is why I'm not afraid to just toss it all in there, we've got 27.2 million out of whatever we want. We got a fluid in there, which is not infinite on there, but I have the fluid in there. Get rid of that. So we got 91,000 millibuckets in there, so we got a bunch of millibuckets of essence in there. I don't know how to take the essence out. I'll have to figure. I'll need to get all that stuff set up so I can do that kind of a thing on here. The network cards, again on the stream, they helped me out with that. You have to have. I don't think I actually need the. I might need the transmitter on here. I don't think I did. I think I just needed the antenna. But you got to stick both of these in here. So then it gives you that many blocks. So it works fairly well. I mean, I can go to any... I don't have to set this up in any other dimension. I don't have to have that set up anywhere else. Just like that. And then I can access this in any dimension that I want. Don't need that, need that. And then I just broke these when I found one, and I sat them down in here, so now they're giant nipples. But I just set these bad boys down here, and then you can just click on them, and you can go anywhere you want. I didn't stay in there because I don't want to. But I can go from that one to that one even. But it's pretty neat that you're able to do that. I know you can put the stargates themselves. You can also break those. Take them home and decorate as well. I found other Stargate coordinates, but they haven't worked. This is a good way to get lootings and stuff like that. I just take when I buy that, so let's just do a sword. See if we have just a regular non-enchanted, non-anything on there. Should be that one. And then take some of our emeralds. Buy this from him, and I'll show you real quick. That way you know. And then how many enchants are on there? 5. So we take books. We need 5 books. And take this, turn this off because we don't want that on. We need to get our tool back here. I just moused over that and hit the 1 key so it'll put it in that slot. Okay, and pick this up. And then you put your sword and your 5 control Q will throw them all. And then just set that there. Boop. And now we have a regular diamond sword again. But now we have all the enchants. And then you can, if you wanted, you could go in and combine them all. Put them in there and it'll do that. I don't want to do that with these though. But you can do that, buy a couple of those swords from him. And then slowly, oops, wrong one. Slowly just make it better and better. And then add your own enchants and stuff like that. This one here, it'll get to a point where it says too expensive. And then when you put it in a regular anvil, it'll actually show you and let you go all the way up to 500 if you need or whatever. I don't know how high it'll go, but it'll go to a ton of EXP you need. And that's pretty much how you get all those. So if you're curious on that, that's how you do it. You just set it just kicks them off quick. I know there's probably a machine that does that as well, but it's way easy to just set, and you have to have the obsidian underneath it. So an anvil dropped on top of an obsidian with books and whatever item it is you want to take the enchants off, and you can throw that down and it'll just still the enchants. If you do 1 book at a time, it'll take the top one first. So I could take all of these off here, like the sharpness off of there, and I can slowly get all these up higher and higher with sharpness. And then take this one and go to the next level with it, and then throw the enchants back on. It does get very expensive, but let's just stick all these back in here. That way we have another 455 million enchants. Withering, Smite, Capacity. You can stick a lot of that on there. The Mystical Enlightenment, that'll give you the essence that you need. Like you seen the essence that I was getting, or whatever it's called, from the Wither on there, from killing him. What is it? The essence weapon. Okay, so the Ender Dragon and Wither will drop. Okay, so COG, wherever it is right here, it drops. That's how you get this stuff with that enchant, and you will need that for making your Awakened Supremium blocks, and then you'll use the Awakened to make other stuff. You'll have to have this stuff to make Awakened. And that's how you get your Awakened stuff on there. But I think that's a good stopping point there. I know we didn't really build anything here. We did get the Wither farm fixed and going again. I just have to... It's just a little finicky on there. I don't need it anymore because I did that whole setup for that. The stasis chamber doesn't work because it'll hold him above the things that damage him. I didn't try to stick it on anything else because I wanted the enchants on there. So you have to have looting on there just like you would on your weapon in order to make that. So if you want to have this right here, you have to have looting on here. So I just sat the easy villagers down, went through it until I got looting on one of them, whichever one he was right here, looting. And then I just bought a bunch of books because I had to have 30 of these. And it'll just keep pulling the books out. When you have them in the system, it'll just keep pulling it and refilling it, so you can shift click all of them out at once, and it'll just do 10. So I just put 10 in there. Actually, I put 20 on that one because we had to add them, but I already had some. But these right here, you can just auto craft. Make sure it knows how to craft the sword, and then throw that in here, and then just order 10 of those right there, the patterns. But you also have to have this in here. It has to know how to make the sword, and then you're good. And then 3.4 million on the copper. We did use the World Eater, the Chunk Eater, Chunk Blower Upper, whatever it's called. We did that at the builder. And we have made a mess. I stopped using this in here. And then we went through and did all of this out through here. This has all been deleted all the way down. And it doesn't pick up those. It leaves that stuff there, but you don't have to go to the deep dark to find those. You can find them here. You just use that on there. All the way over here. Oh, yeah, and then it glitched out on me. I don't know why. But as you can see in this section here, which is all along here, it did not go all the way down to bedrock, and it stopped picking up the ores. Very weird. I don't know why. Might just be because I'm on my server. On this server, whatever. Mine, yours, hers. This right here, though, is what you want. Chunk Destroyer. And it'll just poop them right into that. You don't have to have anything else. Just that. And then it'll build the thing all the way around. And then as you can see, you'll start seeing these in random amounts. All the way down. All the modium. But you get down here to this Y level, which is 109. You should be able to start seeing some of them. 120, 130. I'd kind of just... It's all sporadic. But if you use that Chunk Destroyer, it'll just uncover them, and then you can fly down and grab them. You do have to have a tool to do that with, though. A netherite pick. You can't just do that with a diamond pick. So you need a netherite pick. Once you make this, you can also do it with Awakened on there. But all the way back up here, up and up and up we go. That's pretty much that for today, I believe. I made messes everywhere. I did another test here to make sure it wasn't going to do weird stuff like the builder was doing. The builder will destroy them, though. This wasn't the builder. But when I hit that Y level and I was going through, I was like, oh, okay, so it's breaking them, but it's not taking them. So I wasn't getting that. But as you can see, I can access here. But for some reason, it was just breaking them. But we've still got a ton of that. We've still got a ton of this. Haven't even cooked up more of this yet. We're just growing this stuff here. Squeeze me. So, and I mean, I recommend doing this, and it'll double them when you first start. But if you just throw this bad boy here, the Chunk Destroyer, down, you won't even need to worry about doubling them. As you can see, you can get tons of them. You can double them, so it'll be less you have to pick up. But once you get 4 blocks of it, you just make the seed, which is fairly easy to do that. But it'll just give you the little nuggies. But it'll go fast. Don't put it in the Botania or that. Do the speed crops here, but you will need blocks of this stuff here. So just make sure you're using the proper methods. You've seen all the gardens that we have up and going, and I appreciate it. Yes, I do have funny eyeballs, and that's supposed to be an eye patch on the other side. And the funny eyeballs there is because I painted an eyeball on there, and then the outer skin I painted another one on there because I wasn't thinking. I wanted it to have depth, and now I just have 2 eyeballs on the one side and a patch on the other one because my eyeball flipped over and slid to the other side. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching. I thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!